Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're just gonna hop right back into where we left off from the last one, which we cut out a ton of rust, and then we fixed the floorboard, added in this piece right here that's supposed to button up to the back of my rocker. And the rocker panel has this slight lip here to where it needs to sit on, but that is too short, which sucks because I got it welded in, but that's fine because I needed an extra piece anyways behind there to act like a spacer. So I've got my other piece on the ground right here. It does have a little bit of like a bend in it. It's a piece from a bedside. That's a tip too. If you don't have extra metal, or if you don't have metal laying around, you can use like this. I have a bedside for the actual bed for this truck that I didn't use. I didn't need the whole thing, so I'm just scrapping it out and using it on parts of the truck because I don't have any other metal. So like I said, it needs to be a little bit longer, which this one is the perfect height. I just have to hammer out that crease because it was a piece of the bedside, and I'm gonna get it tacked in, welded in, and then this piece will sit nice and flush right behind it, and it'll lay right on this lip. And if we go to the other side, and that's the other thing too, I didn't want to cut both of these sides out at the same time, just so I can see what's going on, where exactly to place the bolt, like the bolt holes, where it lines up exactly to the truck. And that's another big thing too. You don't ever want to rush these processes because you'll just end up with a massive headache. Like, we can go around to the truck and look at it just so I can show you what I'm talking about. The OEM is a little bit different. This piece is still the same, but the actual, like, where it meets to the cab corner and to the A-pillar, from the B-pillar to the A-pillar, I guess you could call it. The OEM is a two-piece. The new one is just a single, like, one-piece rocker panel, which is fine. That's okay too, but like how it is here, I was butting this up all the way level with this, flush with the floorboard on the other side. Then when I came to this side to look at it, I can tell that there's like a 1-inch drop, and then this piece of metal here is just a flat piece of metal with a bent 90s. So that'll be very easy to mimic this side. And that's why you don't do both sides at the same time, especially if it's your first time, like it is ours, restoring this truck. So we're just gonna let this side be for now, and we're just gonna hop right back into this process that takes forever to do. Right now, it sucks, but it is rewarding at the same time because I can start to see this truck slowly come together. And in my mind, I have the vision of us driving it. So I just want to get right into it, get all this stuff buttoned up, and see how much we can get done. Alrighty guys, so we got the inner rocker panel welded up and welded in. It takes forever on these things, like I said in the last video as well, just because there's a ton of welding, a ton of grinding, and that's what eats up most of your time, because all that needs to be perfect before I can throw on my rocker panel. I got my cab corner in here mocked up. It's still, this rocker still needs to come down a little bit. Nothing's 100%, it's not lined up yet. And then we threw on our fender just to see what it would look like with the brand new fender on. And that looks way better than our old one. This is our old one right here. It's got rusted out holes at the bottom, rusted out up in the wheel well, rusted up in here. Just way too much rust for that, so I just decided to get a new one. I got my perfect welding boots on today. These are Invisa steel toe. Like these are pretty expensive though. I got all my PPE, but no, I'm kidding. I didn't work like this. We just came in to do the outro, but this is basically all that we're going to be doing in this video. I just wanted to get everything mocked up, get it all welded in, and then in the next video we got to start throwing in our the outer skin of the rocker panel, which that'll just make this whole section look a lot better, just 100 times better. It'll look like it'll be ready for paint after that, and I'm excited to get that piece all welded in. And
this process that we were doing in this video was basically the worst process, was actually grinding everything.
Yeah, it was our grinding and our welding, cutting, all that garbage. So, which sucks because we have to do this exact process on the other side to the other rocker and cab corner. I don't know if you guys want to see that. I guess comment below and say if you want to see that side or not. I don't know if we'll be able to, maybe on that side I could do a more in detail, like more in depth, in detailed video on what's going on and what I'm doing to remove all that junk and how to fit everything back up properly. This one I already did, so I can't really do it on here. But we tossed on, like I said, we tossed on our new fender, and this fender is looking really nice. It'll need a little work here and there. It has been sitting for 2 years, so it might have some spots that are a little
dinged up.
Shouldn't be rusted or dinged up because it's been sitting in bubble wrap.
Well, it's been sitting in the garage, so it shouldn't be rusted.
It's been sitting up for like 2 years, so we're just gonna go through this entire fender next week that's coming up, and yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below what else you guys want to see. What color should we paint it? If we should paint it the same color scheme, if we should change the color, do just a single tone. I really like the white and red two-tone. I'm thinking about doing the same thing again, and then adding a new set of how they have here,
new trim.
A new trim. It'll be the same trim, but just newer, because this one's all old and beat up. So that way it separates the red from white. It does kind of make this truck come together better if it has that trim. I've noticed, because I took it off on one side for a while, and it just didn't look as good. So I guess you guys can comment down below to say what you guys want to see us do on this truck, what color and whatnot. And if you guys have any questions or concerns, you guys could just leave them down in the comments. So that'll be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.